Okay, today we are talking about poop. I know, but I've been dancing around this subject since I did the protein and fiber video, and I keep getting questions about it. So here we are. We're doing this. I'm a holistic nutritionist, which means that I look at the whole picture, the whole person, which include the parts of your health that nobody else wants to bring up at dinner. And bowel health is one of those things that is genuinely critically important and almost never talked about outside of the doctor's office. And even there, it's not brought up enough. So, are you pooping every day? Because you should be. Every single day. That is not optional. That is not a nice to have. That is your body doing one of the most important jobs, moving waste and toxins before they get reabsorbed. If you're going every 2, 3, 4 days, that needs attention. That is not normal. It is not just how you are. You need to get looked at. And it's a sign of something maybe bigger. That crap in your body literally needs to come out. Your large intestine, it's constantly pulling water back into your body, which means that it is reabsorbing all of those toxins that your shit literally gets rid of. So the longer it sits in there, the more time your body has to reabsorb the things that you should have eliminated by now. Hormones, toxins, metabolic waste, all of it. It's not a theory. This is just how the fucking plumbing works. So what does healthy look like when it comes to pooping? Once a day minimum, ideally at about the same time every day. Your gut runs on a circadian rhythm, much the same as your body does when it comes to sleeping. Transit time, this is the time from the time you put food in your mouth until it's eliminated, roughly 10 to 24 hours, can be a little longer, just depending on the person. And if you have no idea what yours is, eat some beets. Seriously, about a half a cup of beets, and then look in the toilet when you go and see if you see the beets in the toilet. Or if you don't like beets, corn. Corn works the same way because your body can't absorb the kernel, the outside of it. It absorbs the inside, but it can't absorb the hard shell. So you'll also see that in the toilet. And this is a real test, believe it. And what you're producing matters too. The actual act of going, that should take 1 to 3 minutes. Seriously, not an hour. And that's it, 10 to 15 minutes at the maximum. And that's if something's off. And it should come out easily without significant straining, should be medium brown in color, formed. Foot long S-shaped floater is typically what we used to say. And it shouldn't stink to high heavens, honestly. So if you're in there for 20 minutes, you have a problem, and I don't want to hear about it. It should not be strained, shouldn't have pain, and you shouldn't be passing little hard turds like deer pellets or rabbit poo. Those are signs of trouble. And if you want a detailed reference, look up Bristol stool chart. Yes, it's a real thing. Google it. It's exactly what it sounds like. It is a chart that tells you what your stool should look like. And while we're on the subject, put your damn phone down. Sitting on the toilet, scrolling for 20, 30, 45, an hour, it's not harmless, honestly. Prolonged time on the toilet puts strain on the rectal veins and weakens the support system of your pelvic floor. Yes, men, you do have a pelvic floor. This is how hemorrhoids develop. And this is how you create problems that are very uncomfortable and very preventable. Do your business, get up. Your Instagram feed will still be there when you're done. And here's the gross fact of the day. Studies have found that phones and beards are two of the most contaminated things humans carry around with them. And yes, contaminated with fecal matter. Your phone goes in the bathroom with you. It sits on dirty surfaces. It never gets cleaned properly. And the beards that you're doing this to all day, they trap bacteria like a fuzzy petri dish. So if you're bringing that phone into the bathroom and then scrolling through it at dinner, you're welcome for that image. Clean your damn phone screen. And for the love of God, wash your fucking hands. Use soap and water, not just that underneath the fucking tap and then not drying off on the towel. Because now your hands have shit on them and fecal matter and E. coli. The towel has it on it. Your phone that you took in with you now has it. And now you're contaminating everything else around you because you didn't wash your fucking hands. This is not optional hygiene. This is basic human decency. I get it. Sometimes when you go to use a washroom in public, they don't have soap, so water is better than nothing. But at home, use soap and water, for God's sakes. Now, why is this a nutrition video? Because what you eat is almost entirely responsible for what comes out. Fiber. This is what feeds the good bacteria in your gut. It's what adds bulk to things and keeps things moving. And it's what your digestive system actually functions on. Vegetables, legumes, whole grains, fruits, that's your fiber. Processed food has had the fiber stripped out of it. Ultra-processed diets are essentially a recipe for a sluggish, pissed-off gut, and that's typically when your shit smells horrible. And water. Yes, water. Your digestive system needs more water to keep things moving. If you're chronically dehydrated, and most people are you drinking a liter or more a day? Constipation is often one of the first signs. And before you try any supplement or fancy gut protocol, drink more water. It's free. And movement, that helps too. So a sedentary body equals a slow gut, which means slow transit time. Even just walking every day will help make a difference. And go for a short walk after you have a meal. I know you're too full to eat. 5-10 minutes, all you need. Just gets things moving. Your gut is a muscle and it needs movement. And stress. Stress also screws with your digestion significantly. Your gut and your brain are constantly in a conversation. And when your nervous system is in stress mode, digestion is not a priority, which is why a lot of people notice that their gut goes haywire during stressful periods. It's not in your head. That is your nervous system deprioritizing non-essential functions. Digestion counts as a non-essential function when your body thinks it's in a crisis. So when it thinks you're being chased by a bear, that is why it's not moving. So daily bowel movements are a healthy indicator as basic as your blood pressure or your heart rate. So start paying attention to yours. If something seems off, the frequency, what it looks like, pain, bloating, that is your body communicating with you. Listen to it and wash your hands on the way out, please. So subscribe for more of the stuff that nobody else wants to say out loud. And tell me in the comments, did you know that daily was the goal? Because I find a surprising number of people have no idea. I'll see you in the next one.